Hey everybody, happy Saturday. This is Brenda, Snippy Doo Creations, and I am here today to give you another 6x6 paper mass make. So this one was inspired by Colleen Hinton, but I did go off course a little bit and change it up a little and did a few different things. So here's what I made, and the larger ones, you have a pocket here, large long pocket, and then what you do is put this on the page like so, glue this down, and you have another pocket. So you have two pockets with a flip up. Same with this one here. Goes like so. This one has, you could leave a lot of writing space, journal space. And then what I did was, I'll show you how I made these, but these are little replicas of the same. So you just would put one down here and maybe one up here on your page, however you want to put these little ones down. So let's get started and I'll show you what I did. I used 2 pages of a 6x6 paper pad, and if you don't, of course, have a paper pad that's 6x6, just cut out your larger papers down to 6x6. And I have these 2 and these 2. So what you want to do is start by deciding what you might want for the inside and the outside, which these 2 with me doesn't make much difference, but I think I will go ahead and put this on the inside. This is going to be my inside, so I'm going to go ahead and fold this so that the back is facing the outside. So I'm going to fold that right over, try to get it as close as possible, the way you know my glasses are. I'm going to burnish that down. Okay, set that aside, and this one, which will be my top layer here, I am going to sort of finagle it. So you want just a little bit overhang, just enough to basically glue this together. So just fold it like so, and just have enough underneath, probably right there, just enough to put a bead of glue right down there. So before I glue this together, I'm going to go ahead and put a thumb notch at the top. And then what I do is take my ink and just distress right along the top here, and I'll show you why in a minute. So that way, when your sides are closed, you have some inking along here, so the bright white doesn't show through. Okay, so I am going to go ahead, put a bead of glue right on the edge of this one, but be careful that you don't have the glue come over the edge because that could glue your pocket shut. I'm using art glitter glue for that. Put this down, flip this over, and glue that right together. These are very easy peasy mass make little pockets. And then what I do is just put a little bead right along the bottom here because you want to enclose your bottom just like so. Put that, burnish that down. There you go. So there you have your top pocket. Just make sure your glue is not attached. Then if you like at this time, you can distress the rest of your pocket. So then we are going to take our folded bottom pocket, and I am going to glue the top page. And then this one will attach to the top. And now what I do is make sure that I'm as close to the fold as possible. And I will show you why, because depending on how much you have folded, your fold at the back of this top one is how much you may have sticking out over here. And I just go ahead and trim that right down before I do anything else, because this side here will always be different depending on, you know, how much you fold your top pocket. So there you have that. Then all you need to do is go ahead and put your thumb hole in your bottom pocket. Go ahead and distress. And then when you lay this down on your page, you will have your flip up top pocket and your page bottom pocket. Very, very simple to make and very quick. So let's go ahead and decorate this one. If I can get my topper back on. I've got some things setting aside here. I think I want to have a tall, pretty flower on this one. And I think, let's see, I think I'll put a little bit of book page behind this one. Let me see if I can find some book page real quick. I know I've got some hidden somewhere. There we go. So let me put that aside. And I want to get the excess off that I usually save to, I save these to stamp on. Get the top. Alrighty. Sometimes I like a little book page behind, and other times I don't stress about it, but this time I think I just want a little extra at the back. So I'm going to go like so. Tear a little bit at the top. Do some distressing along the sides. This paper is very thin and fragile. And find my glue stick. I am using Oohoo Magic Blue, but I do also use the Scotch. And try not to glue your paper together. I also use the Scotch glue stick. I use either or. They, to me, are both excellent glue sticks. So I want this to come down a little. Trying to get it close to the edge here. Here we go. I'm not sure where I got these flowers. I think I've had these for quite a while, so sorry about that. Trying to get that white tone down a little bit, but not toning down too well for me. And I am going to get the glue. I love this glue stick, is awesome. Sometimes you get these glue sticks and they're just, I don't know if they're drying out or what, but they don't work at times. Now let's see if we can tone down this white some. Okay, I like that. Maybe a stamp up in the corner. Got these little bird stamps. No clue where I got them from. They were just in my stash. And although they are stamps, I'm still going to cut the little nubbies off the corners. Let's see what that looks like. I don't know if I want, no, I don't want it there. That doesn't look bad. Oops, I want to distress it first. And I think I will use the art glitter glue because this is a little bit of a thicker paper than the other one. So I'm going to stick this cute little birdie right up here. And then I've got this little thing hanging out here that wants to be used. This little, it's a Tim Holtz little snippet. Cover up my glue stick here. Just to have a little something on the bottom of my flower. If I can get it on straight. Here we go. Easy peasy. Now, it's up to you, of course, if you want to decorate the inside. I haven't been. I've sort of been letting the inside be used for journaling purposes, but that is totally at your discretion. Sorry, having a hard time with this. So there we have our larger flip pocket. I'm going to set this aside and show you how I did the other one. So this one I chose for this to be in the back. See if I can get this folded in half. Some of these papers are very stubborn. Okay, and then I did the same thing with this page as I did before. You basically want to get it so just a little bead is left to glue down. That looks good right there. And then all I did with these is took the 6x6 bottom paper and cut it down to 3. And before I did anything with this, I cut it down to 3. Then I went ahead and now make sure, if this is directional, make sure you put your thumb notch on the right end. I might have made a mistake or two doing that. But since this is not directional, I'm not worried about this one. Then I'm going to distress around here, so my thumb hole will be not bright white. Glue these down. Just a little bead of glue. Another little bead of glue. Didn't let time for that to dry, but we will get it. Okay, so there's one. Make sure that it's not glued together so you can put something in your pocket. Glue this side down. Going across the bottom. So there's the 2 pockets. Then make sure, of course, that this is in the right direction. And glue down the top layer. Line up as best you can. And of course we will have this little lip on the side here that we'll need to cut off. My scissors are just getting loaded with glue. I've got to take an alcohol wipe and clean these things down. And I'm just going to distress these down a little bit. I'm working today on about 2 or 3 hours of sleep. I don't know if I mentioned it. I think I did in my last video. We were taking care of our middle son's dog, and we got her. And we have been up most of the night with her. Her being in a new place, her rolling at about 3 o'clock in the morning, rolling partially down the stairs. She was up moping, running, just walking around. This dog is hard of hearing. She is very old and needs, eventually I think, is gonna have to be, you know. So yeah, we stayed up with her downstairs because we didn't want her rolling down the stairs again, and her being in a new place. Now my son has stairs, but I think she's very you know, she has to be next to my son constantly. So that being said, we had a very rough, sleepless night. So hence you probably notice that I'm a little quiet, and that is one of the reasons. So this is how you make the 2 little pockets. So you take our large one, cut it in half, and you have 2 cute little minis. Let's see if I can find something in here too. I liked this. So I think I am going to try to round the corners a little on this. Distress. So yeah, I'm working on very few awake brain cells today. So put that about right in the middle. I like that, like plain and simple. I might add a little something else, and I think this will fit. Let's see, what's this one? That one's a little too big. Little too big, so I'm going to go ahead and use this one. I like these little labels. Don't remember where I got it from, but I love them. Putting a little ooh-hoo on the back. And I will place that about in the middle. Like so. Always forget to cap my glue. And you know, art glitter glue gives you a hard time if you don't get that capped in time. Let's see, I got this, but I think that's gonna be just a tad too big. I got this, but that needs to be cut out. Let's see what we got in here. I want just a little, these are my tidbits, snippets from Tim Holtz, there. Sorry, I'm like, what's his name now? Don't know about that one. How about this one? Let's see if this will work somewhere. I like them down at the bottom rather than the top. Just add a little tiny, just a little bit of color to this one here. And I do, yes, have my granddaughter too. She is here also. So what can we put on this one? I think on this one it might have to be like a butterfly or something. Get my glue back on. Let's see, I had some butterflies hanging out here. We have a little orange one right at the top. I think I liked him better. A little darker. Goes along with the darkness inside there. So we will get him all ready to be glued in place. I think I can use some ooh-hoo on this one. Didn't get him quite where I wanted him, but I think he looks okay. Now, let's see. I had some words somewhere here. Let's use gentleness for this one. I had this beautiful, beautiful butterfly when I was sitting on my porch yesterday, it was a big butterfly, and she was huge and beautiful, had blues and oranges, and just a beautiful, and she landed on the trunk of one of the trees, and then she just sat there with her wings like going up and down. I mean, to me it just looked like she was like out of breath or something. The way she acted, just her wings were just slowly going up and down, and she was just standing there, and I thought, oh my goodness, I hope she's not hurt. But I didn't, I didn't dare I didn't want to go over and try to pick her up or anything. I was afraid, number one, it would scare her, and number two, it would, I might hurt her if she was hurt worse. So I just let her be. But once in a while, a bug would come by and pester her, and she'd, flop her wings a little faster, but then she would go right back to just the slow up and down. And I went out a little while later. I went out to check on her, and she was gone. So I'm hoping that she was okay and not something got her. So guys, show you what it looks like on a page. So we have these that it could go like this on your page, or like this, or like this. And I kind of like the looks of that on your page. So you can't put them side by side, of course, but I just like the looks of these two little ones here. So that is why I decided to try cutting one in half and seeing how it looked. And then this one, you can put it off to the side or in the middle, and opens up like so. I like these. They're easy to make, and I like the way they fit on the pages. So I hope that you enjoyed today's video, and that you will give these a try. They're very easy, I promise. And make up quickly. So, guys, have a wonderful, blessed weekend. Please stay safe. Like and comment and hit that bell if you'd like to see future videos. And welcome to my new ones. And I hope all is well with all of you. God bless you all. Bye-bye for now, everybody.